and welcome to today's edition of the Capital Show. Today we look at youth inclusiveness in governance and the 2023 general elections. Nigeria, with an estimated population of 210 million people, has actually a sizable number of youth population. In fact, according to the United Nations, about 62% of our population are below 25 years, while less than 5% are beyond 60 years. But when it comes to governance, Nigeria is largely ruled by gerontocrats. This has necessitated the Not Too Young to Run Act, which relaxed some of the stringent and biased provisions in the Constitution that prevented young people from participating actively in politics. But 61 years after our independence, and 22 years after our return to democracy, and 4 years after the Not Too Young to Run Act was actually signed into law, can it be said that the youth are vastly included in the governance process of our country? And with me in the studio to discuss this is Mr. Odara Chijoke, JV Okadibo. Mr. Chijoke is the founder and executive director of African Youth Initiative for Good Leadership and Education, which has presence in 15 African countries. He is a preacher of political evangelism, a leadership expert, a youth developer, a life coach, and a vibrant motivational speaker. He is currently the candidate for Imo East Senatorial District, the Owerri Zone, in the 2023 general election under the platform of African Democratic Congress. Mr. Chijoke, welcome to the show.
Thank you. God bless you, Mr. Peters.
Okay.
My pleasure.
Thank you. Welcome.
Thank you.
You have been an advocate of the youth shall govern. What do you mean by that? And how do we, how feasible is such a proposition in Nigeria?
Hey, God bless you, my brother. The youth shall govern mantra is all about youth taking responsibility, building a viral society that they can be proud of after their stay. The next generation coming after them can follow suit and keep on pushing it further. So youth shall govern is all about youth involving themselves in the business of leadership, because leadership is a serious business. If you don't allow the young men to get involved in the leadership business, then everything in the society must be affected by their non-involvement. So not the youth shall govern will take place as of this 2023 election. We will be proud that many youths will assume that responsibility, will win their elections, and then move into the society and bring the desired change. Thank you and God bless you.
Wonderful, wonderful, incredible. So, but let's look at the Not Too Young to Run Act, which actually reduced the age of presidents from 40 to 35 years, governorship 35, senator 35, and House of Rep 20 to 25, and House of Assembly 20 to 25. Yet most of these positions are still being filled by gerontocrats after 4 years. So, having overcome this barrier of age in terms of running for office, what do you think are the greatest barrier that have stopped youth from being included in the governance process of Nigeria?
Thank you, my brother. The major barrier, as I say, as it stands today, is all about that capital. We have a lot of youths that fall within that age bracket that can even do better than our contemporaries in the Western world. But the capital is the huge challenge. Okay, take for instance, imagine the two major political parties. We call them major political parties because they have been the older political parties, not that they are the major. Imagine how much they place their nomination fund for the presidency. 100 million for one particular party. The other one is I think 50 or 40 million to ascend for the position of the president. And you check the people that fall within that age bracket of the youth. How many of them can afford that amount of money to get nomination from and then radicalize that not too young to run? They are few. And most of those few are not in the country like Florida. So for them to come in, they will be convinced that if I pull out this amount of money and get this nomination from, the tendency that I will win based on the consciousness of what I told you in our own political evangelism. That the average Nigerian youth have been aware that this is what we're supposed to do. Civic responsibility. It's not this one we are forcing them to go and get their BBC. That you are supposed to have it before now. So that as the election draws near, you just go in and exercise your civic responsibility. So that is why we are just praying that let them get the capital. If we have, let's say, 30 Nigerian youths that are vying for president, we can be able to select the best. That is it. If we have 40 Nigerian youths that are contesting Senate, we can be able to get the best because we have been the people that have been advocating that let the best of us lead the rest of us. Thank you and God bless you.
That's really. So, but to predicate on this you said, most the reason why some youth actually feel kind of not particularly in politics that they see politics as a dirty game, and they don't want to be solid in the murky waters of Nigerian politics. So, but how do we motivate youth that have done well in a private capacity like yourself, to join Nigerian politics because they have the wherewithal to make that change we want, but they are afraid of joining politics because politics will take their money or politics will dirty game and all that. But they actually have the capacity to do it. So how do we motivate them?
No, the only way we can motivate them, just like I told you, is it will take time. Yes, 4 years ago, the Not Young to Run Bill was passed by the National Assembly and signed into law by our president. You check how many of our youths are aware of that bill that was passed. The consciousness, because of that governance, we know. But somebody must clean the pig so that when they want to produce the pork, you can say, I took the pork. If they are informed that the pork was that big, that was swimming in that, playing in that dirty water, they won't eat it. So politics being dirty, yes, we must clean it. How do you clean it? When something that is clean enter into something that is dirty for the purpose of transforming it, you see the transformation. But if you don't go there to transform it, it's just like a metamorphosis in the entomology world. As you see the larva, from larva to pupa, from pupa to the caterpillar, from the caterpillar you see the butterfly. So somebody must take that responsibility to go and sanitize that place. If we enter there to bring change, transform it, you are coming from this side, the other person coming from the other side. In a short period of time, it's just like a division of level. You will see the result. It makes the work easier and lighter. So that is the only thing I can tell the youth. If they keep on running away from quality that it is dirty, who made it dirty? It's your ignorance that's making it to be dirty. Because anything you don't know is bigger than you. And that's why they say it's dirty. So do I look like a dirty person here as somebody who is involved in politics? What makes it dirty is because when you are not checkmating me, I feel that nobody is monitoring me. Therefore, you can do what you want to do. But when you know that you have been trained from the basics as a young Nigerian youth, moving up, finding yourself in the midst of other professionals that are doing something marvelous, just like your role models, people that you are aspiring to be like. Then you cannot afford to fail somebody you want to be like. Maybe you are my mentor, for instance, now. Every time you call me, ask me how am I pushing it, how is everything going on, and I know that somebody is here having an oversight over me. So even if I want to disappoint myself, I can't afford to disappoint that person. I've been investing his time, his energy, and his money, making sure that I become something for myself and for the society. So there's no way I will fail those people. It's all about having interest, getting the advocacy to go around, and then bringing out the political education. Because that political education is very, very important. Why it's important is because I do tell some of my contemporaries that after God's power, this power is political power. It is this power that can say they want to close this road, nobody will come out. They don't want anybody to go to market. They don't want your children to go to school. No other person has that power. Even they can say they don't want this church to remain here. as we are too, our this part of the world, we are too religious.
Yeah.
That you are just planned to go to church, just like during the time of COVID. Some people want to go to church, they tell them that don't go to church without wearing face mask. You have to comply. So that is what we are trying to let the youth know, that nothing is dirty in politics. What is dirty is our non-involvement that makes us to say that it's dirty. Sometimes when you try to get something and you don't get it, you just resort to giving it a bad name. That's what is happening, because they have never gone there. If you go near leadership, as politics for instance, you have some people you meet. It depends on why you are there. If you are there to lead, you learn people that are leading. But if you are there to loot, you also see people that are looting. But one day they will pay for it. Thank you.
Really just so you recently read the book Scandals of Nigerian Politics. How relevant is the knowledge there in your quest for you to business in governance?
Oh, my brother. In fact, I cannot, if I tell you that the knowledge I have acquired from that book is not helping me when I'm not being sincere to myself. Even I have recommended that book to some of my friends to have it in their shelf. Go to it every day, because you touched almost all the areas, the germane areas that are needed. Is it the statistical data you presented there for us to know the strength of the Nigerian youth, what we are doing, could have done it in the past, trying to push in order not to push the load to the judiciary, for them to towards the mandate of the masses. After the masses will elect somebody, we go to the judiciary to go and then towards the mandate of the people and say they have given them they are won through the court. No. A lot of things are in that book. In fact, that book is supposed to be introduced into the Nigerian higher institutions, so that as they are moving up to do service, they will be acquainted with the information in that book. Then it will help them to conquer their immediate environment. Because if you are not informed, you are deformed. And once you are deformed, you cannot perform. So the book has put me on track for me to know the areas I need to touch, the areas I need to increase my strength, the areas I need to maintain the equilibrium in order to make sure that I score the goal. The goal is just that victory, come to 23, where God will help the youth, especially myself, who is aspiring for the senatorial position for Imo East, to go there and introduce 21st century legislation as it is in the Western world. How can we be answering the last time they called us third world nations? All of a sudden they put another derogatory name, say the third world developing nation. Now, very soon now they will look for another one. So there are countries that developing, first developing, second developing, to the third. You see where we are. Third developing. People that used to lend money to some people 40 years ago. You can imagine the position we are. So that book is a must read for every Nigerian youth. Thank you.
Incredible. Yeah. So as a youth contesting for the Senate in Owerri zone of Imo State, what youthful qualities do you bring to the table that have distinguished you from the gerontocrats you are running against?
Thank you, my brother. The useful quality, as you can see, I have been bringing out, is the first is just the reaching out to the Nigerian youth, the energy, the knowledge I have, the vision I have. What is driving me is the vision, the understanding I have that if we have at least 20 Nigerian youth involved in the next dispensation, the impact will be very, very massive. Because it has given me the opportunity as a youth to move in every corner. There are some areas I will enter, I'll start asking myself, anyway, for the sake of Nigerian youth living here, let me go and give the political education. So that energy, that vigor, that vitality is dominant in me and is helping me to bring so many things to the table. For instance, last time I was in a primary school where they are doing their end of year vacation. So I took time to observe what was happening there. So I called few people and asked them this issue of PVC. Do you have PVC? They just in the negative affirmation they say no. They are clocking 20 something. I don't have PVC. Do you know the schools they gave me? As they queue there, that queue you are seeing there is the only sacrifice you can make for your children. And they promised me that after this graduation, they are going to get their PVC. And I gave them my contact. Call me, let me know you have integrity of doing what you say you will do. And they have done that. Because there was a follow-up. I followed up. But had it been I didn't follow up, they would have just said, when are we going to see me again? I don't care. That's what happened since. People saying that vote does not count. Vote does not count. They keep on saying vote does not count. We get to where we are today. That federal government will map out money for permanent voters card. You will not go to do it. Without you knowing that whether you do it or not, you won't have the mapped out. So that is the area we want the youth to come in. Because with the strength they have, if you can stay at a before Champions League and stay there for 90 minutes and watch Chelsea, Man U, Liverpool, Arsenal, why can't you stay at the polling unit where you have to collect your PVC for 1 hour as you won't sacrifice your country? Those people are watching through the media. Are there not people that build their countries? With the PVC revolution, and we're able to elect good leaders, who told you that we cannot have Champions League of our own here? Taking it around to the secondary schools and reviving the secondary school sports system that some of us experience. That's what I can put on. I have the energy and I believe in the youth. Next door there have the patronage, which is the advantage we have over the gerontocrats.
Wonderful. So you have been in this journey, you obtain your form, won your primaries and others. So what are your experiences and challenges so far?
Yes, thank you, my brother. We thank God the level He has brought us so far. The challenges we are encountering is still the same money politics. An average Nigerian youth there wants you to give him money first before any other thing. The average woman there wants you to give her money before any other thing. As if, because their mindset has been, once we will let you now, you won't come to ask about us. So let's take our own. Now that we're seeing. You get my point?
Yeah.
So that as we have seen you now, this is the time we have to take our own. But we are trying to let them know that you cannot. I think that's about Einstein that said it, that no significant problem can be solved at the level we were when that problem was created. The people you gave your mandate 4 years ago, they are not here. And I want to let you know that if you keep on demanding money from people that are coming after them, the same thing will happen. Now, stop the issue of money demanding, and then let's see whether we can work on this place. Because if, for instance, I'm giving you money now, how do you expect me to come to your place again? I gave you money when you have never worked for me. But if you have worked for me, then I will convert that money, add that money, make sure that money will bring something that has value. If I give you highest 5,000 naira, will 5,000 naira pay for one clip of red mud? I can say, okay, let me facilitate this, the building of this road. 5,000 naira will not solve it. Then you now make me to feel that the 5,000 naira I gave you, you have obtained something that you don't deserve. Then why would you now do such a thing to me? When you know that if you do your own part, I do my own part, then you can have the moral justification to ask me that what is happening to this road, so that I will come and deliver. Because the word excellence, as we give to people that have the executive positions, is you must have excelled in all the areas that affects humanity. If they don't have light, you excel in giving them light. If you don't have good road, you must excel in giving them good road. If you don't have good school, you must excel in giving them good school. You remember those days in primary school when you have 5/5 with all the punctuations. Your auntie will mark your script and put excellent under it. Means that you didn't fail it well. That is the level you need to be aspiring, so that everything will be in good position. Then, even if you're not a resident in the state, if you're passing, wow, this state is very, very beautiful. Some people there are excelling. Thank you.
Yeah, wonderful. Yeah. You read this. So, you've said it anyway, but just your parting words to the youth, how they can step up, take over the leadership architecture of Nigeria.
My brother, thank you. The parting word I have for the Nigerian youth is to get involved. You see, in the words of Mahatma Gandhi, he said you have to be the change you wish to experience. Nobody can build a future for you. Nobody. Your father is about to clock 60, 70, 80. How many years are you? And you are in your 25. You almost have 50 years in front of you. Let's say you must clock 70 and above. The Bible says 70 for those, for everybody, and then above for those that are strong. And then you are 25. And you want to be pushed. You can't do what's supposed to do. That's why I keep on telling people that for you to be responsible as a Nigerian youth, you must respond to responsibility.
Say it again.
For you to be responsible as a Nigerian youth, you must respond to responsibility. Because that is what makes you responsible. You can only be responsible when you have responded to responsibility. You are living in a community and there is a pothole around your community. You keep on passing it around. You're waiting for your father to come and fill it for you. Where is that strength God gave you as youth? The vigor, the initiative, the creativity. Because you have been given the mandate during creation that you should subdue the earth, have dominion, replenish, be fruitful. So you cannot run away from a pothole. You have the dominion to subdue the pothole. Get to hold somewhere and fix it so that you have a comfortable road. But they are not doing it because they feel they don't understand the power of volunteerism. I've been volunteering since I have been into the secondary, even from the primary secondary. So I think that has been most of the basic training I have had and they helped me. If not, imagine me saying I'm going to contest for Senate, challenge people that go there to sleep, that see that place as a retirement home. Some people will not will waste the years of their state for 7 years, some 8 years, some 4 years, and they just find themselves in the Senate. And they just go there and they start sleeping. That's why we are having a sleeping nation. When people that make your laws are sleeping, you must have a sleeping nation. Because what goes around comes around. It is the legislature that will pass what the executive will implement. That's it. They will make the law and then carry out the oversight function. So that the president will now know if the person you hand over the Minister of Education is not doing, you sack him. Look at what is happening. For instance, there was a train attack in Kano. The Minister of Transport was still in office that day in his work meeting. Meeting for what? You resign. Look at ASU. They are on strike. And the Minister of Education was doing clearance to go for president. Look at dollar. Dollar is rising as if he's taking off from the Heathrow airport to fly to somewhere. And the CBN governor is undergoing screening, trying to be a president of the people. Because the youth don't know that these people are destroying their future. You understand my point? Yeah. They don't know that these people, you are a minister of education and there is strike almost 4 months now. You should hide your face in shame. Because you have not You are not honorable. You don't have any honor. No moral justification plan against election. When the little ministry they handed over to you, you can't even deliver it. Is it the whole state you cannot be able to deliver? These are the areas we are calling the youth. Come, let's govern and keep them where they will be, and then show them what leadership. Because Bible will say that old men shall dream big, and young men shall what? Have vision. Vision is not about, you know what vision is? Imagination. Okay, imagine when you have an uninterrupted calendar for academic tertiary institution. Check what you have. You finish your exam, you mark it, you stay for your break, you come back, things keep on. If it is 4 years program, 4 years you are leaving, just imagine what will happen. Unlike what will happen here. Some people are getting 4 year courses, 7 years. Some people are doing 3 years. They were 18 months masters, they are doing 3 years. Some people are doing 3 years postgraduate studies, 7 years. Because of strike. So that's the challenge. Thank God that maybe you should embrace the challenges and then confront it for the next generation. Thank you and God bless you.
Thank you so much. It's really an honor to have you. It's a show. And this is a show that gives everyday heroes a platform to share their trials, challenges and triumphs in the way they are positively impact our world. So as a youth there, know that power is never given, power is taken. And that the only thing power listens to is power. We have seen all that the Nigerian class has offered, and have seen what our fellow youths can do. So the future is ours to take. It's ours to respond adequately to the challenges of the future. So the question now to our youth is, will you be part of the problem or will you be part of the solution? Will you step up or will you shrink back? Will you do your duty? Will you respond to your responsibility like our guest said? You be it again. So don't hesitate to like, share, comment and ask questions.